Good afternoon, Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com here with your Hurricane Pro and HD video blog for Monday, September 26, 2016. A lot of interest in 97L down here, soon to be Tropical Storm Matthew, more than likely, as it moves towards the eastern Caribbean and then into this region where it goes beyond. Huge question mark, and that is very literal. We don't know. So I'm going to focus on what to expect in this area right now over the next several days. A quick stop at the vorticity signature shows us that the energy is starting to bundle with this system. Fairly low latitude down here. This was detected by the GFS model particularly several days ago, all the way back to 20th, 21st of September. It was advertising this system coming off of Africa and trying to come all the way across. So here it is, starting to come together now. Upper level winds, very favorable for this to develop. Anticyclonic flow above it. We don't have wind blowing across the top of it out of the southwest. No upper level lows over here shearing it from the south. It's all systems go for this to develop. The upper ocean heat content very high across this region, and it only gets higher from there. But again, we'll worry about this later on if need be. Right now the focus will be on the Windward Islands here, because that's where this will track first. So that being said, let's take a look at the GFS run from this morning. I want to go to, there we go. This is a nice sort of zoomed in map of it. This is the 12Z run, and this shows the 850 millibar field of the atmosphere. All right, so this is showing us the vorticity and to some extent the outline of the ridges and stuff like that. But I really want to show is how this comes into the Caribbean here and affects places like Barbados, Grenada, St. Vincent, the Grenadines, etc., and even Trinidad and Tobago to the south. So let's move this through. This is each hour as I just kind of thumb along here on the right arrow key, advancing each frame. We're moving through Monday, Tuesday, and then finally early Wednesday morning, you see the system coming into the frame here. And notice, the fairly large area of influence. And if I go back to the satellite animation, this is a very large system. So if you move all of this over here, you can see, focusing on where any potential center develops really doesn't make much sense, because the effects in all of these clouds here and showers and thunderstorms that are associated with that are going to be away from that center of circulation. So as we look at this, kind of think of it as a large area of showers and thunderstorms in this circle that I've drawn, moving towards the region, not just the center of circulation, to some extent indicated by the X here in the middle, the center of vorticity in this case. So as I move along through Wednesday, here it is coming close to Barbados, and then finally moving across the Windward Islands with probable tropical storm conditions here. This is 5,000 feet in the atmosphere, the layer that we are looking at, the 850 millibar layer. And there are some 50-knot wind flags in here at 5,000 feet, especially on the north side. So, in any of the heavier bands of convection or showers and thunderstorms, and I'll go back to this once again, in any of these bands here like that, if you move that over here and it's getting stronger, you could see some tropical storm conditions, maybe as far north as the Guadeloupe area, but I think it's going to be south of there from Martinique and points south towards Trinidad and Tobago. Somewhere in this zone here in the Windward Islands proper would receive potential tropical storm conditions, especially at any higher elevations. And then it moves on into the Southeast Caribbean Sea. From there, it could come up and out. It could come farther to the west, get buried into South America. There's a lot of different variables that we have to watch. No easy answers. Once again, it seems like we were just at something like this a year ago, looking at Joaquin. Was it going to come towards the U.S. or was it going to turn out? And you remember how that worked out. It turned away after devastating portions of the Bahamas, and it never did end up impacting the United States directly. With this, it's a very similar setup in terms of, does it go out? And, but it's not going to miss land. It still could impact areas like Hispaniola, maybe the Bahamas, Turks, Caicos, Cuba, who knows? Unfortunately, we just don't have a clear picture beyond day 5, and that's just the way it goes. But I will certainly be on top of it. You have some excellent tools to keep on top of things in Hurricane Pro and HD. Be sure to follow on Twitter as well, because they will be posting all sorts of good information, retweeting stuff, and especially information that I put out at hurricanetrack.com. All right? Well, that's it from me for today. Have a great rest of your Monday afternoon. Again, I am Mark Sudduth for hurricanetrack.com, and of course for Hurricane Pro and HD. I'll talk with you again tomorrow.